Greetings on this evening of the moon. Um, just wanted to chime in right quick. Got a message from the ancestors. Also, I know this it's been a while since I've made some videos, particularly on the Solomon Keys, but I will not be making any more videos on the Solomon Keys. Uh, Spirit just led me to pump my brakes on that. It's just, it let me know that this type of knowledge and um, is universal. Okay, the door can swing both ways, and majority of people are not ready for it, and they can use it any way that they want, and that's what a lot of people in see why I see why now people in secret societies keep secret knowledge. But spirit is just it's just saying, look, slow down. Um, some things are just not meant to be revealed. So I will not be making any more videos on the Solomon Keys. I will continue to work with them and do planetary magic, but no more keys videos. Matter of fact, I may be taking them down. So, but we'll see. Okay, so something is going on. It, what I'm seeing, I usually stay out of this whole black white thing because to me it is low hanging fruit. There's more bigger things going on at higher levels, higher cycles, higher frequencies that I focus on. This is not to marginalize and say that racism and prejudice isn't real. It is, but it's just low hanging fruit for me, and I'm going to explain one reason why. One reason why here, but the ancestors kind of pulled on my coattail for my Black indigenous people, particularly the ones here in North America, in the Americas. Stop falling for this Black trauma. I'm seeing a lot of Black trauma out there, man, both on the internet and personally. Um, and why is it coming up now? I don't know. But my ancestors are like telling the people, don't fall for the okie doke, okay? This thing about slavery, think about it. If they've lied to you about everything, why would they tell you the truth when it comes to slavery? Okay? Firstly, and everything that I'm about to tell you, put my words to the test. Do your own research, educate and meditate on it. Um, the majority of white people in this country were not able to afford slaves. Probably about 5 to 10% um, of whites during that antebellum time frame were able to own slaves. That's right. So 95% of us, Black indigenous people here, don't even have slavery. Our ancestors weren't even enslaved. And maybe that's why the ancestral realm reached out to me and tell them, stop making up this slavery boogeyman thing. Okay? Stop being afraid. They're using Black trauma to tap into your energy. Okay? They need your energy. Like Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand how the universe operates, think in terms of energy, aka spirit. All right? They're pulling on your spirit. All right? 95% of you didn't even have slavery in your background. I did a genealogy deep dive I pulled some documents, marriage, death certificate, census. I followed my people all the way back to 1794. No slavery. No slavery. None of it, which I figured makes sense because on my dad's side it's Black Indian and my mother's side is Caribbean. I'm pretty sure that's some African ancestry here. But here's an example. They say they brought 12 million Africans over here. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into it. All right, it takes back then. It took one of them boats nearly 2 to 3 months to cross the water. Okay, I leave it alone. But another crazy thing that I'm hearing is about these breeding farms. Okay, and this is where the trauma they try to use the trauma. This is where they say they take a Black man, make him have sex with a Black woman to make Black babies for more slaves. Use your discernment. Use your common sense. You can't make people have sex. Okay? And then you're talking about make millions of people and then create generations of people. Okay? If I was a man, if slavery was as brutal as they say it was, if I was a man, the last thing on my mind would be sex. And a woman, there's not a woman that has ever lived in this world that would potentially bring a child into a brutal context of slavery. Okay? Stop falling for the black trauma. Nearly all of you, I'm talking to my black people, black indigenous people, and we are indigenous to this land. You didn't even have slavery in your background. And what I'm seeing is a lot of us are using that as a mental crutch. When you say, hey, the white man is holding me back, racism and prejudice, I can't get ahead, you're giving them way too much credit, buddy. Way too much credit. It's holding you back. It's a mental shackle. Free your mind. If slavery's not in your background or wasn't in your background, if there's no generational trauma of that being passed down the bloodline, then what's holding you back? Nothing in this world can hold you back except for you. Remember, you are gods. You are goddesses. You're not a slave. Take your power back. All is mental. All is mind. Okay? If it were true and we were suffering from this generational curse of slavery, slavery and trauma passed down from generation to generation, guess what? We would never have nothing. We would never do anything. It don't make sense. Just go back and look at our ancestors at the early 1900s. We had our own hospitals. We had our own airlines. We had our own cities and towns, our own economies. And if looking at it right now on paper, we were better off on paper back then than we were now. Okay, I know it was rough back then, but I'm saying on paper. Okay, I'll give you a good example. Back then, I think it was around 1938, we had about 400 black-owned banks. You know how many have today? 40. Think about it. What's going on? But what I'm saying is don't fall for the black trauma. They created this boogeyman in your mind. Free your mind. Take the mental shackles off. They're trying to tap your energy. Keep you in fear and anxiety. Okay? Free your mind. Okay? In the meantime, take care and know thyself.